Health Marathon community, how we doing? We got some exciting news for you, an update and evolution to our daily wellness habits. And I wanted to take the time to record a video to explain to you why it's changing, what is changing, what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and just put some perspective around all of it. Okay, so on the screen now, you can see the old habits and the new habits, right? And for those of you who've been around the marathon for a while, you would have got really used to the existing habits. And so humans being humans, not everybody likes change. And so really that's the point of this video. So firstly, why the change, right? The Health Marathon is experiencing incredible success. More players, more teams, more captains all the time. So why fix something that isn't broken, right? Well, there's a few reasons. Firstly, you know, a change is as good as a rest. For those of you that have been doing this for laps now, by the way, some people have been doing this for 3.5 years, right? We've had the existing habits for the last, a while now, right? And whenever you've been doing the same thing for a while, it's easy to get a bit complacent, a bit lazy. And so we wanted to shake things up a bit, right? We wanted to keep you on your toes, to keep you thinking, to keep you focused on the next stage or the next steps of your wellness journey, what you can do to, you know, take things to that next level, right? And the chances are, you know, these habits can and may change in the months to come as well. Right? Another reason for the change is we recognized some weaknesses, some problems with the previous habits, in the fact that it was possible to score 7 or 8 stars every single day and still be doing things every single day that could be keeping you stuck, that could be having a negative effect on your weight loss results if you are here for weight loss, but your overall health, your wellness, your vitality. You know, the previous habits, you could have a great day, score 8 pints. 8 pints. You could score 8 points and still be having 8 pints, right? You know, you could be having a glass of wine or an alcoholic drink every day. Would that have a negative effect on our overall health? There's no real argument there, right? You could be having an 8 out of 8 day and sit on the sofa and eat a pack of biscuits at night, right? Is that going to have a negative effect? Yes, it's going to have a negative effect. But all of this will come out as we go through this video. Here's the problem with change, right? Some people, by the way, some people won't even notice the change. Even though they do this lap after lap, they won't even notice. It will pass them by. They'll just fill it in, not even notice something has changed. Some people won't understand the change. Like, we're talking about a small percentage, but some won't understand it. Some won't like it. Most won't care, to be honest. They just trust in the system. They trust in the coaches. They trust in the people putting this together, and they go, great, if you say it's better for me, it's better for me, right? And then some really won't like it. They'll go nuclear, right? And all of a sudden, full toys out the pram. I don't want to do this anymore. You're picking on me. Some of that will happen as well, right? And even this video is not to pick on you. Just hopefully by the end of this, everybody will understand. Whether you like it, dislike it, understand it, don't understand it. Really, this is about helping people understand it so they can embrace it. And lastly, you know, you may not like the change, but it's not really about you liking it. It's about bringing attention to the things that ultimately are going to help or hinder all of us on our wellness journey. Right? A lot of people are here for weight loss. We're going to talk about that, but an ever-growing percentage of people using Herbalife aren't here for weight loss. It is about wellness. It is about vitality. It's about living as long as we can, as well as we can. Okay, and we want to bring habits to the table that are going to focus people on that. Okay, so what's new, right? A couple of things have come out, a couple of new things have come in, and I want to take the time to go through each of them and touch on them so that we can all understand. So first of all, one of the things that's out, right? We've taken the protein target out, not because it's not important, right? The science hasn't changed. Nothing has changed here. Knowing and focusing on and getting as close to or exceeding your protein target every single day, whatever your result is really, really fundamentally important, right? So why have we taken it out? Well, the thing with protein target is you need to focus on how much protein you're taking, particularly if you experience hunger or you're not getting results. And the huge majority of people that are following a Herbalife plan correctly, so They're having 1 or 2 shakes a day. There's protein in every meal. They're eating regularly. They're eating balanced. For the huge majority of people, they're not hungry. They are getting results. They are getting enough protein. Now, if they got more, would their results be even better? Yeah, potentially, yes. But in general, most people are getting enough if they're following the plan. Secondly, your captains, your coaches, they're very well schooled. So the minute you say you're hungry, the minute you're not getting results, they are going to turn your attention to your protein target. And there's protein calculators they can use, and they can bring protein target into it as and when it's specifically needed, rather than focusing everybody on it from the beginning. Okay, so just a little change. By the way, might it come back? Yes. Does it mean it's not important? No. Just in this next evolution, for as long as we have these habits, it's not one of your habits. It should still be a habit, right? To focus on your protein target. So that's protein target. Here's the next one that's gone, right? Sleep. Now, by the way, some of you are very, very happy about this, right? And I'm going to come on to that. But some of you, actually, I would say for the majority of people, just having this in here as a habit for the last 3 months, 4 months, however long we've had it, has made a difference to you focusing on your quality of sleep, your quantity of sleep. And so therefore, it's had a really positive impact on how you feel. You've been focused on going to bed that little bit earlier. You've been focused on maybe less phone time before you go to bed, less blue light. And because of that, it's made a difference. Well, Grace, guess what? It's done its job then. The chances are, if you've been doing that for the last 90 days, that's a habit that you're going to keep focusing on. Just because we take it out the habits doesn't mean it hasn't become a habit for you. And of course, you know, intellectually, it's very easy to make an argument of why sleep is important. However, for lots and lots and lots of people, including myself, right, it's impossible a lot of the time to get 7 hours solid quality sleep. Why? I've got 2 kids under 5. Right? Many of you have got young kids, and you go, thanks for that. You're penalizing me for procreating. And so you've never got 7 hours sleep. I'll be lucky if I get 7 hours sleep 2 out of 10 days. And so I was never going to hit my 8 stars. Now, that's just my life. It wasn't life or death. It's just a star. It's just a game. But it was one of those that I could never get. And so we were penalizing people for something that for a lot of people was totally out of their control. So just like protein target, should you continue to focus on it? Yes. Right. By the way, I even track my sleep. For the last 4 years, it's told me, it's an Oura ring, by the way, it's wearable. Some of you have Whoop, some of you have Apple Watches, whatever, right? It tells me every day I'm not getting enough sleep. A button on our habit tracker didn't change that for me. And so it's just one of those. Should you stay focused on it? Please, please stay focused on it, right? It's just not in the habit tracker for now, right? We've replaced it with something else. So there are 2 things that are out. Now let's look at the things that have come in and why. One of the habits now is no junk food, right? So you can only push it if you haven't had junk food. Now, here's the thing on this, right? And it actually goes for the next 3 things that have come in. Really important point. We don't want to demonize anything, right? We don't want to demonize any food, alcohol, or anything, right? It's not about demonizing or penalizing or making people feel bad for having something. You only need to be around Herbalife 5 minutes before you realize that's not what we are about. Okay. Diets are restrictive. Diets don't work. Diets aren't fun. Diets are, you can't have this and you must do that. Herbalife isn't that, right? Herbalife is a real world solution for real world people who have kids, who want a takeaway, who want a glass of wine, who want to be able to eat and do normal things with their family and all that stuff. That's what Herbalife is. Nothing is changing around that. And at the same time, right, as adults, we can all recognize that eating junk food, and we're going to define it in a minute, eating junk food isn't going to, on a regular, isn't going to help us on our journey to our best possible self, right? So let's talk about junk food. Let's define it, right? You will all know what junk food means to you, right? And I was almost didn't want to mention anything in particular because I know when you mention something, people go, right, I can never have that ever again. It's not about that. See my previous statement. But junk food, if we had to like give it an overall term, like it's anything that is just empty calories, contains no positive nutritional value. So yeah, crisps and chocolate and cakes and, you know, those specialty coffees with the syrups and all the rest of it, they taste good. They might make you feel good. They warm you up on a cold day. Is there nutritional value in it? No. Is there calories in it? Yeah. You know, sugar laden cakes or cereals or fizzy drinks or, you know, that sort of stuff. We know, right? Is it nice? Is it tasty? Yes. Do we want you to have it? Yes. Do we want to bring attention to the fact that you can't eat those things every single night after you've scored 8 stars on the previous wellness habits and expect to get your best ever results? Yeah, we want to bring attention to that. So you can define what junk food is for you, and it's just about recognizing it, whether you're consuming that on a daily basis or not. Right? At the end of the day, if you do sit down and have a couple of chocolate biscuits, or you do have a cake, or you do have, it just means you can't tick that habit for that day. It's only a star, it's only a game, right? At least you're being accountable. At least it brings awareness to what you are and are not doing. It's about transparency, it's about reality, it's about honesty. Remember, at the end of the day here, results is the goal, right? How you feel is the goal. Your confidence is the goal, not stars at all costs, right? And so when it comes to junk food, if you're going to have something, enjoy it. Just go, I'm not getting that star today, right? Own it, right? Enjoy it. It's the day you lose a star, you're not losing a leg, right? It's not life and death, it's just accountability. Okay, so hopefully that rounds off junk food for you, right? The next one is no alcohol, right? And again, it's not about demonizing alcohol, right? Don't want to get into a whole discussion here about, you know, whether alcohol is bad for anyone. By the way, I drink alcohol. I enjoy it. I had a glass of wine with my wife last night. It was beautiful when the kids were in bed, right? And over a 10-day lap, do I give up alcohol? No, nine times out of 10, I don't. Because if I want to have a glass of wine, I'll have a glass of wine. If I want to have a beer, I'll have a beer, right? But in the previous habits, I could do that and didn't have to track it anywhere. And so if I was doing that more nights than not, it's a lot of empty calories. And if I had a coach who was reviewing my stars and go, oh, well done, Matt, 77 stars this lap. I go, yeah, but you don't know about the, you know what we mean? And it's not just the calories with alcohol, right? I might just talk for myself here, but it's the choices we make when we're consuming alcohol that often add up to more calories. Right? Why are the kebab shop full at between 11 and 1 every Friday and Saturday night? The body isn't craving kebabs, but after you've had a few drinks, it is, right? And so it's the other things that come with alcohol as well. Yes, calories. Yes, the choices, but overall health and all the rest of it. But again, and you know what? I am going to repeat myself over and over. It's not about demonizing alcohol, right? All credit to those people that don't drink, have never drink, don't want to drink. But for those of you that do want to have a drink, just own it. It's only a star for that day, right? And it just raises awareness to those calories that you are consuming. The last really big change is this addition of a second Herbalife shake. Now, that's what it says on the habits, right? Second Herbalife shake. And this is the one that at first look will confuse some people, including captains and experienced coaches, right? We've already had the feedback that they don't quite get it. So I want to try and explain it. And again, let's define, first of all, the second Herbalife shake. Because yes, it can be a second meal that you're replacing. And I'm going to talk about the different people that are in Health and Marathon and using Herbalife in general in a minute. But yes, it can be a second meal replacement if you are on a certain journey with Herbalife, right? It could also be a blended up PDM, a blended up tri-blend as a snack. That's a second shake. It could be a smoothie bowl, right? It could be a protein porridge made with your Formula One or your PDM. It could be a post-workout shake. And that could be Formula One, could be tri-blend, could be rebuild, could be any of those, right? It could be one of these, right? Formula One meal bar. Now, I don't know how or why people would live without these in there. I mean, the fact that this is on my desk, right? By the way, whole box of them on my desk. There always is. In fact, there's only 2 left. Right? Why? Because at some point in my day, I just want to be able to grab something that is protein packed, nutritious, balanced, easy, tasty. It's there. So when I grab one of those, guess what? That's my second Herbalife shake. It's my second Herbalife meal. It's my second Herbalife consumption. That's what it is. So many of you that when you first saw that went, well, I don't want to replace a second meal. For those of you that thought that, it's probably because you're not already doing it, because you're not on a weight loss journey. But I bet you probably are having a second, like, shake, snack, porridge, smoothie bowl, Formula One bar, right? So you are now going to be able to tick that box, right? Quickly, I want to talk about on the demographics of people using Herbalife and the Health Marathon, right? It's important to understand 60 to 70% of every player, right, is on a straightforward, old-fashioned weight loss journey with Herbalife. And if they're on a weight loss journey, they should be on a weight loss plan. And a weight loss plan with Herbalife is replacing 2 meals a day with Herbalife Formula One. That's it. If you're on a weight loss journey and you're not having 2 shakes a day, then that's fine, but you're not on a Herbalife weight loss plan. Just to recognize it, right? And you may well be getting results and everything might be going great. As and when your results slow down or you get a bit stuck, your coach should be recommending this is where you need to be on a Herbalife weight loss plan, replacing 2 meals a day with Herbalife shake. So that's 60 to 70% of players straight away taken care of. That's what their second Herbalife shake is. What about the other 30 or 40%? Well, another 20%, they're not on a weight loss journey, but they are on a fat loss journey. Right? They don't want their weight to go down anymore, but they'd like their body fat to go down. They want to look and feel leaner. And for body fat to go down, it's the same thing. You still need to be creating that calorie deficit whilst maintaining your protein target, a bit of training. Those people, they still need to be on a second Herbalife shake. And it's still pretty much a meal replacement. If they want to get great results quicker, it's still a meal replacement shake for them. So that's another 20% of people. So now 80 to 90% of people, it's very obvious why they would be having 2 shakes a day as a meal replacement. Then you got 10 or 20% of this community of everybody using Herbalife who are on a maintenance journey, right? Or on a fitness journey or a wellness journey. And anybody working out, they really should be having a post-workout meal. What's the easiest way to get that protein, nutrition into you? It is a shake. So it could be a rebuild. It could be a tri-blend. And it really leaves a very, very small percentage of people who they just have no need, no use, no want, no desire to have any second Herbalife meal a day. And that's fine. Okay. Again, it's not about demonizing you. It's not about making you feel bad about it. It's just the habits here are to serve the huge majority. And the huge majority can and should and will be having some sort of second Herbalife meal a day, whether it's a post-workout, a snack, a meal replacement, or whatever, a bar. And so that habit serves the huge majority. Just to finish up, right, a bit of perspective, really. It is just a star at the end of the day. It is just a game. And don't get me wrong, our results or lack of are 100% directly correlated to our habits, what we do and don't do. And so our stars give us away, but at the end of the day, it is just a star. It is just a game. There are no prizes. Yeah, we recognize it. But the point of the habits is to not give people stars. The point of the habits is to bring attention to what they are and aren't doing, things that may affect your progress or hinder your progress, and to improve the communication and the coaching between the coach and the customer, to allow the coaches, to allow the captains to serve better, to coach better, to give the customers more value, more support for their money, to be able, so they can help customers even better. So it is just an accountability thing. It's just an honesty. It's just a transparency thing. It is just a game. I'd encourage you all to embrace it. I'd encourage you all to live the habits, right? Before you judge them, go and live them. Because here's what we know. Here's what we believe, right? And by the way, these habits are for like 30,000 teams around the world. This isn't something I've decided, so don't hate the messenger, right? If you just go and live them, it will definitely, like the sleep, focus you more on sleep. The protein target for you, focus you more on protein target. Maybe you are going to eat a little bit less junk now. Maybe you are going to consume a little less alcohol now. Maybe you are going to include a second Herbalife shake snack meal now. All those three things are going to serve you in your wellness journey, right? So keep perspective on it. And I'd encourage you to go forward and have the best laps you've ever had, right? I hope you got some value from this. If you did, comment away. Any questions, just ask your captain, right? But enjoy it. We're here for you, and whatever your goal, we got you.